Hello everyone, in this video I will be showcasing a bamboo farm of my own design, and at the end of the video I'll show you how to build it step by step. So first I'll show you how it works. I'll go inside because then it will be easier to see what's going on. So the bamboo is broken by a flying machine that flies back and forth constantly, and the items are collected by an Allay, which goes and drops them in this hopper here, which goes into a chest. Now this flying machine, it's not powered by observers and all that like most flying machines are. This one's powered by redstone lines that go across the side. The benefits of that is that it makes the flying machine less likely to break. Most flying machines, if you leave the area, if you unload the area that the flying machine is in, it'll stop working. But this one you can leave, you can close the world, you can go back into the world, you can walk far away and come back, and it'll keep working, it won't break. Now you probably don't want to build this directly next to your house because, well, the pistons are a bit noisy, but it also has this note block. And I left this sign here as a reminder, because I did some tests, and note blocks, you can hear them as long as you're within 47 blocks of them. So you want to build this around 50 blocks away from your house, so you don't hear the note block ringing all the time. And I enclosed it in blocks so that the Allay can't fly away, because sometimes the Allays, they'll wander off a bit and then they'll de-link from their duplex. So now I'll show you how to build it. So I actually built this in my survival world and it looks really nice. It produces plenty of bamboo, but I noticed that you can't really, if you build it at ground level, you can't really see into it. So to start, you'll probably want to dig a 2-block deep hole into the ground, and it has to be 11 blocks by 32. There we go. Now, as I was saying, you don't really need to dig the hole, but it's nicer if you're going to put windows around it, like I did there, to put it in the ground, because then you can actually see into it properly. So once you've done that, you're going to want to get some glazed terracotta. Now glazed terracotta is a special block because unlike a lot of other blocks, it doesn't stick to slime and honey blocks, or even sticky pistons. So you're just going to want to cover all the walls at this level with glazed terracotta, because this is the level that the flying machine is going to be at. Luckily they come in lots of different colors, so you can use whichever one you prefer. So now the next thing you can do is you can actually put the flying machine inside. It will take 2 sticky pistons, and you can pick either honey or slime blocks, whichever one you have, but I used honey blocks in that one, so to show you they both work, I'll put slime blocks in this one. So you'll just do a row of slime blocks like that, and then you'll just put another row directly like 2 blocks across, and then you put sticky pistons facing opposite directions on either end. So you can see one's facing the opposite way to the other. So now you'll dig a small hole here, a 4x3 hole, and then you'll make it 2 blocks deep, and then you'll add a little indent along this part here where it kind of goes in an extra block. So then you'll put 2 pieces of redstone right there and a repeater facing away from the bamboo farm, and then a block with a redstone torch on this side. So then you'll place another piece of redstone dust right there, and 2 repeaters, another piece of redstone dust right there, and another repeater like that. And if you've faced all the repeaters the right way, it'll complete the circuit and it will make a redstone clock. And you want to have all these repeaters turned all the way up, so you want to have the little redstone torches that are on them as far apart as they go. Like that. Forgot a block. Another redstone thing you need a tiger block. There you go, right there. And a redstone torch that goes on top of each of them. And then you're going to put a repeater here and turn it all the way up, and come around and put another repeater here and turn it all the way up, and then have redstone like this It doesn't really make sense what's going on at the moment, but it'll make sense once it's all finished. So then we'll place a piston right here, a sticky piston, with a block on the front and a redstone block behind it. And then you need to grab a normal piston and put one right here, kind of one block away from the redstone block, and then another piston, and then you have two hoppers here, and you have to make sure that they are facing into each other, like that. And then you have two comparators like coming off of those hoppers, and those comparators go into a block, and then next to that block you'll put a piece of redstone dust going into the piston. And then into these hoppers you want to put 4 stacks of items, 4 stacks of 64 items. Sticks are nice and cheap, so you probably use sticks. So next you're going to continue these redstone lines along here, and then you put a repeater right here in line with this row of glazed terracotta, and then you put a block in front of that repeater, and you don't need any delay on this repeater. And then you'll do the same on this side, just mirroring it so it looks the same. And then you'll place a row of redstone that goes along the glazed terracotta along here. That's 14 blocks long. So then once you've placed all 14 pieces of redstone, you'll put a repeater here and here. And you'll put a block in front of this one, and then underneath that you'll make this little L shape, and you put 3 pieces of redstone in that hole. And then you can continue this redstone line all the way to the end. And then once you've done that, you just mirror that on this side over here. 14 pieces of redstone, 2 repeaters, block with L shape, and finish the redstone line. So now the flying machine should be working. It should be flying in one of the directions, and once it gets to the end it will stop there for a bit, and then it will start flying back the other way. Now you don't really want it on while you're building it, so what you can do is you can put a lever on this block and flick it on, and that will turn off everything. And now what you'll do next is you'll build the walls of the farm. You can use glass, but it's not necessary. So the walls go like one to the side of the redstone, and you just kind of skip that repeater. You don't worry about placing a block there. And then you get to here, and I've actually placed one redstone too many. You don't need that one. So you place the wall like this all the way around. And then you just mirror it on this side. Skip that repeater, just like this. And then you place another wall along here. So this should look very symmetrical. And I'll do glass on this wall just to show you what it would look like. Now, because the flying machine is regularly flying across and breaking the bamboo never really gets that high, like it never really grows too high off the ground. So you don't actually need very high walls. So I went 5 blocks high, that's probably all you need. And then you can place the roof. Probably don't need glass there, if that's where the roof's going to be. There. Now I don't think bamboo grows if it's in the dark like this, so you probably do want a few holes in the roof to let light in. But if you didn't want to put holes, then you could just place torches inside. You can place torches here, just above the redstone, and then they won't get in the way of the bamboo when it's growing. So you can place it anywhere here above the redstone. So now you can get some bamboo, and you can start placing that. Now there is a bit of a bug with bamboo. So you'll notice when you place bamboo, it makes these little spiky tree-looking things. Now these will stop the flying machine from flying. You need the bamboo to be in this state where it's like a rectangle. You'll see if I make a big row of them like this one gets broken like it should, but this one, it stops the piston from moving, and that will happen to your flying machine if there's any of these. So you have to make sure that when the flying machine starts going, they're all in this state. So a way to get them to that state is just to place them and then place another one on top of it. Or if you wanted, you could just leave them for a while and let them grow into the second state naturally. And once you've done that and made sure they're all the rectangle version, then you can turn your flying machine on. And it'll start harvesting the bamboo. Now the items are just going onto the ground, so the next step is to get the Allay. Now I'm in creative, so I can just spawn one. But if you're in survival, you're going to have to go to a woodland mansion or a pillager outpost to find them. But once you get one in here, you can give it a piece of bamboo, and you can see it'll start collecting the bamboo that's on the ground. Gotta make sure that you don't let it out when you leave the farm, because they're not the easiest to get in. You can use leads. Leads are an easy way to get Allays into a specific spot. So once you've got the Allay in there, you can put a hopper just here with a chest. So the items will all go into a chest. And then you make a small corridor where the Allay can go to drop off the bamboo. A little alcove. And you put a row of blocks along here, and then you put redstone on top of that. And this will use the same redstone clock that's powering the flying machine to trigger the Allay's note block. Now the note block's a bit loud. There's not really a way to make it quiet and still have the Allay bring its items to the note block. What I found though is that if you're more than 47 blocks away, you don't hear the sounds from the note block. So this is 54 blocks away. I can't hear it when I'm standing here, but if I move one block closer, then I'll start being able to hear it. So yeah, you want to build it about this distance away from your house. So if your house was like here, you'd want to build it about that far away, you know? But yeah, that is the farm done. This is how much it's produced since I finished building it. Like you've seen me build it all on camera. It's already produced almost 4 stacks of bamboo. I'd leave it running for an hour to show you how much it produces in an hour, but this double chest would be full. Like this double chest wouldn't be able to hold all the bamboo that it made in an hour. So it makes plenty. This is as much bamboo as you need really. Which is good because in the next update, or by the time this video is out, the update might already be out. They're adding a lot more uses for bamboo. So they're adding blocks of bamboo and like bamboo planks and like all sorts of useful things to do with bamboo. So this farm will be useful. You'll definitely want some sort of bamboo farm. Remember, this is my design, so don't be going making your own videos showing people this design because I came up with it. Give me credit, please. But anyway, that's the end. Bye.